And we are live a little bit earlier than usual, but you know, here it is. So I'm Cossak 11, and with me is Natural 91, otherwise known as Mike from the chat, who's also basically, well, he's basically almost like a co-host on this channel anyway. So as are Nadia and Brian, considering I know I've met Nadia and Mike in real life, and I've gamed with Brian frequently. So here we are in Pokemon Black version, and here's how the stream today is going to go. It's a little bit different than usual, or it should be a little bit different than usual. I'm actually going to be streaming a couple different games. This game, we're going to finish up, or try to get as close to finishing up as we can with all the grinding that is required for this team. And as you can see, there's a fair amount of grinding that is required for this team right now, but hopefully we can get all of that done today, and or as much of it as possible anyway. Be ready for the gym leader next week. But I'm going to stream this for about an hour, do some grinding, 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere around there. And then I'm going to be switching to Rainbow Six Siege. Mike will go back to doing stuff for work, which is what he was doing before I hijacked him to co-host today. And yeah, but he's here now, and you can say hello now, Mike. Mike?
Hang on, sorry, I'm good. What was that?
I was just going to say hello to the audience. For a second, I thought you were being mute on purpose. just to troll me.
Oh no.
All right. Oh wait. Does Sandel knows a dark move? Yeah, he knows Assurance at this point, but he's also 5 levels lower. So I think maybe no. I'm not gonna risk that shit. I need to stop using Rangi-Q to switch grind, because it's I'm over leveling Rangi-Q. So we usually start trying to converse, and then eventually both, like, our conversations usually tend to be I say, oh, what are your thoughts on this? We usually end up agreeing, and it takes all of about 5 minutes. So I thought, let's continue a discussion that we were talking about when you were up in my neck of the woods for a baseball game, and that's about music. We had an interesting discussion about rock music going, because we both appreciate the rock music, particularly pretty much anything that's been made between 1960 and 1980 in rock.
Best eras.
Pretty much. You tend the one I will say, the one contention we did, not contention, but I like AC/DC more than you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have any like particular songs? Because I like all of AC/DC's songs, pretty much. I don't think there's a single AC/DC song I don't like. Is there, like, I know you, I think you mentioned you like, what song was it?
Oh, I like Hailstorm's cover of Shoot the Thrill.
Oh, okay, you like Hailstorm's cover. That's right. That's what actually sparked that discussion.
Yeah, because we were listening to the cover album.
Yeah, the cover album that doesn't have Shoot to Thrill on it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But they do have a Metallica cover on it, which is
kind of sparked the whole conversation.
Yeah.
For AC/DC.
That's right. We're gonna switch to Yachiro. Anyway. Yeah.
I think if I had to pick an AC/DC song, probably For Those About to Rock.
Oh, that's a good one. Yep.
Just because I like the build up.
It's a good one, but
like the middle of it.
It's a good one, but I think it also might be one of, like, I like all of AC/DC songs, but I think that's actually in like the lower end of my favorites.
Really?
I think my personal favorite AC/DC song, probably the live version of Thunderstruck. There we go. For some reason, my controller wasn't responding for a couple seconds there. We'll hit him with Headbutt.
I will say that for me, not liking AC/DC that much, like their live stuff I could listen to more than their studio
Well, I grew up.
albums.
I grew up listening to. My dad had one of the live albums, and I don't remember which one, but I listened not to. I won't say I listened to a whole lot of AC/DC. Most of the stuff I listened to growing up was like Kansas, Rush, Fleetwood Mac was a pretty big one.
Nice.
Oh, good, because Sand Tomb. Oh, fun. Well, that's okay. I have a fairly large stock of healing items, because I basically emptied an entire vending machine. Oh, man. But...
I just keep hitting, like, D5 over and over again.
Yeah. Well, the problem is he's got me on low accuracy, so I can't hit him. But I'm going to go Iron Defense so that he has an even harder time doing anything to me. And I guess settle in for a stall battle. Because I can't escape.
It's a good way to start.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I'm doing in the league, so I might as well get used to it, yeah? Speaking of the draft league, we'll go back to the music discussion. But speaking of the draft league, we've only had one battle in the draft league so far. But it was a pretty interesting battle. I think we definitely got to take the measure of both of those coaches.
Yeah, I think it was nice to see just everybody's battle style.
Yeah.
It's like most of the other battles we probably won't see until like Friday or Saturday.
Right. So.
I know mine's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And mine is to be determined when it will be. Mine is probably the only one that isn't actually scheduled yet. But hopefully that will be that situation will change. I'm actually going to move the chat box so I can see how long the stream's been going. Oh my gosh, I'm clicking on the window. There we go. Much better. And then move the cursor out of the way. Excellent. I'm going to that doctor to heal my shit. That is the one good thing. Well, not the one good thing, but it is a good thing about these games. Is they had these people that if you battled them, you could heal.
Yeah, that way you don't have to run all the way back.
Right.
Did you battle all the trainers already?
I think I did. I haven't gone very far into the relic castle because I want to grind my guys up to like level 24ish because that's what all the trainers are around here. So I want to at least get everyone to level 24ish before I start hunting down the rest of the trainers if I have missed any. I think I've got a good 90% of the trainers though. If not more. But going back to the music discussion since we just did that brief update. I just wanted to like kind of give everyone a... I'll probably do at the end of the week. I was going to do a draft recap, but there really wasn't much to say about the draft recap. And I was going to do predictions, but I will, I think, do a quick rundown of how each battle went. Obviously, I can't show in-game footage because I don't have a capture card, so you guys will just have to do without for that, but I can at least, I can at least give a rundown of what happened. Like, just give a general overview and who won. And that's more for everyone in the league's benefit, so that they kind of have, like, a rundown all in one place. And maybe, like, talk about some highlights of each match. I'm going to try, like, I'm not going to do full-out commentary or analysis, because I'm super biased, because, I'm a coach in the league. And I also don't want to give away too much of like what my thoughts on strengths and weaknesses of other people's teams are, because I don't want them to take that into consideration because it kind of gives away my planning sort of a little bit if I do that, and I don't want to give away my planning. So here we sit. But going back to the music discussion, Fleetwood Mac is... I really like Fleetwood Mac. I was actually really happy when Guardians of the Galaxy, because like Guardians of the Galaxy has turned into like, ooh, what classic songs that I grew up listening to are they gonna play next? Because like most of the era the era that we said, pretty much everything in Guardians of the Galaxy, not all of it, but most of it is in right into that era. And I think that's maybe. Oh, no, go ahead.
The first movie didn't have like there's not a bad song on that soundtrack.
No, I don't think there's a bad song on either.
Pretty good.
I don't think there's a bad song really on either soundtrack. Although I was upset that Fox on the Run wasn't really used in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it was mostly used in the trailers because I really like that song.
Yeah.
And they didn't use Chain very much in the movie either. And that's also one of my favorites. Although
that was a big trailer song.
That was a big trailer song, and it was really funny because my dad's a huge Fleetwood Mac fan, and it's the Fleetwood Mac version of Chain because there's a couple different like covers of it out there too. But when like I showed him the trailer when it first dropped, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, they're using Chain!" I'm like, "Yes, they are."
See, I don't remember the second soundtrack because when the first movie came out, I got the soundtrack and I like listened to the crap out of it.
Right.
For the first like month and a half after the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to remember the second one.
The second one,
just because it was like I saw the movie one.
Well, let me think. The second one had Brandy, You're a Fine Girl. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember the name of the song anymore. I've heard it a bunch, and I heard it's played like that's like the main song for the movie. Chain and Fox on the Run were used in the trailer, and I maybe in the movie. I didn't remember hearing either of them in the movie though. I don't remember what else though. Those are like the highlights for me though. Anyway. Oh, that's right. Damn, I forgot it's a normal type move and was not thinking. Alright. But that's okay. Oh, it's disabled. That's right. Fuck you, you mask, you piece of shit. You're disabling shit. Get out of here. Faint. Go into obscurity. Ugh. Grinding is gonna take for fucking ever. That's the main problem. I think that's the problem I have with this route is the trainer level versus Pokemon level is just the disparity is so bad. Honestly, I think I need to go back to where I caught Gothita. Because I think the Pokemon there are like level 20 something. I need that for grinding. I'm gonna just run.
Yeah, because that was the issue with Heart Gold and Soul Silver too, is that the experience gain you were getting from battling wild Pokemon wasn't enough.
And now that game was also weird though because of just the progression of levels. Oh, I think damn it, he got me in Sand Tomb. Fuck my life. Or Sand, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. Fucking Sand Tomb! Oh, now he's gonna assurance me to death. Fuck!
Jeez.
Shit's bad, son! Wait, do I have an item that I can use to run away with? No, I do not. Well, I gotta wait until the Sand Tomb wears off and then bail. It does wear off eventually, I think.
Yeah, it's like a couple turns.
Nope! No wearing off for me! Well, shitballs. Alrighty. Although, I can do this. It's like, maybe, I can count the number of times I've used one of these items on one hand. So, yeah.
I used to use, well, not used to use them. My last Gen 1 run, I used it just because you give X accuracy to Nidoking.
Right. With,
like, an Oko move, and it boosted to, like, 100% accuracy.
Sweet. That is pretty dope.
Kind of cheeky, but...
It's a no. Oh, dude, that's super cheeky. Like, freed from Sand Tomb. Run! This is our chance. Yes! Ha! I saw my opportunity.
I was gonna say it would have been great if it would have said can't escape, and then he would have hit you with the Sand Tomb again.
Or assurance. Or well, Sand Tomb would have been worse though, because then it would have been locked in again. Oh man, that was disgusting. I think that's a signal that I need to invest in some repels. Just for getting out of routes. Or this route in particular. Although, at least I know where the wild mons are going to pop out from here. Stay on the pale sand, my son. Now I can run. I can escape! Anthony, yes. A Pokemon dying is akin to having your pet run over by a car. Especially in a Nuzlocke run. Actually, only really in a Nuzlocke run. Actually, yeah, no, I think that's actually, I would say that actually is about the same feeling, especially in the late game. Like, when you hit, like, the Elite Four and you have a Pokemon that's been with you since, like, literally the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And then it gets KO'd, and you're like, no! You made it so far! You are my best friend!
Or you lose your starter to Elite Four member with Destiny Bond.
Oh, God. Did that happen to you? Is that, like,
Yeah.
that sounds like the voice of experience there.
My, last Heart Gold, or my 2 Heart Gold runs ago, my Feraligatr got Destiny Bonded against Agatha.
Ooh, God.
Which I needed, I think it's Agatha.
Yeah, Agatha with her fucking ghost bullshit.
Yeah, which I needed Feraligatr for Karen because Houndoom kept kind of screwing me over with Nasty Plot.
Yeah, Houndoom's bad. The Umbreon, I don't know. Yeah, the Umbreon with Curse is also annoying because it can, if you don't have anything that can hurt it, like super effectively take it out. It just like curses like 4 times. That's not good, Anthony. It's not good. Oh, hey, Route 5. Did I catch anything on Route 5? I feel like I haven't caught anything on Route 5 yet. I would have to check my notebook. It's too bad it's in my car.
I'm gonna say you did not.
Alright. Because I don't think I've been on this route yet. I'm wondering if I was on this route from the other end, but I don't think so. Alright, what do we got? Nothing, apparently, so far. Any day now. There we go. What's good? Oh, good! Trubbish! To be fair, Garbodor makes an excellent toxic wall in Nuzlocke runs. Like...
But he's trash.
Lol, he's literal trash.
I think that's like the second time in the past week I've made that joke.
Oh my god, dude. I make that... I have to fight myself to not make that joke at every opportunity. Yeah. But, yeah, Garbodor's got some decent bulk. And gets toxic. Which is hilarious. Dude, toxic with... Oh, yeah, he also gets curse. And toxic spikes. Okay, guess what you're going to be when I get you leveled up. He's going to be an entry hazard setter. I'm going to be using comp strats against the trainers. Actually,
sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Comp strats against the Elite Four, if you can actually get some decent comp sets going against the Elite Four, you can actually do some legitimate damage. Because the AI isn't used to comp sets. They can't stand up to the power. The only one who was actually tough to use comp sets against was Cynthia.
Yeah.
And particularly Cynthia in Diamond and Pearl, because they nerfed the shit out of her in Platinum. And that annoyed me. Because I liked the challenge. I like a challenging gym leader. And, you know, before I did Nuzlocke runs, like, gym leaders weren't... Or, not gym leaders. Well, yeah, gym leaders, Elite Four. None of it was really a challenge. That's part of why I got into Nuzlocke runs. Was I needed that extra challenge. Because it used to be I'd just play through the game, hit the post-game, do whatever, like, post-game story there was, and then just not play the game ever. It would just sit and gather dust.
I was gonna say, I remember the first time I beat Lance in the original games, just because it had been so long, like, because I didn't know anything about, like, type advantages and...
Darn it, I should have nicknamed this guy Renji, because Renji is trash. Oh well. Alright, Bleach. Bleach. Characters. Alright. There we go. Kurotsuchi. He uses poison, so it fits. It actually means something this time. Other than me just going, here's the first one that seems to kind of fit this Pokemon vaguely in an aesthetic sense. Do I have enough space to type this name? Barely. I may have spelled it wrong. I'm not really paying attention to the name. I think I got it. Yes.
Looks good.
Yeah. I mean, you know what it is. You know what it is! Yeah, yeah! Underground! Alright. Now we'll take our new acquisition. Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Shit. Hey! What's up, dude? Or not dude, ma'am, girl, gal, Bram,
Lady.
backpacker, fellow adventurer. Oh, hey. Never mind. This won't be too bad, actually. I'm gonna just go ahead and heal on up real fast. Because I have all these lemonades. I'm drowning in all these lemonades. My bag can't hold all these lemonades. Oh, silly goose. Zen Headbutt is a psychic type move. What you need to use is dark type. Well, that was piss weak.
Yeah, I was like, maybe not.
Well, shit. Mana is actually reasonably bulky, if I remember correctly. Didn't someone draft the evolved version of Mana?
Musharna?
Yeah. Didn't someone draft Musharna?
Not that I know of. I could be wrong.
Oh, look at you and the one person in chat getting along. Anthony's actually the guy I'll be playing Siege with in a bit, so...
Oh,
so I'm glad my co-hosts are getting along. I'm glad I didn't get this thing. I would actually rather have Garbodor than Chinchino. If I'm being honest, because Chinchino is just not good. It's almost as bad as Pikachu.
Because I think it only knows like double slap.
Yeah, it can
for a while.
For a long time. I think it only knows double slap, which seems to be working out pretty well for it. Anytime now, you can stop slapping the shit out of me. Why is it that they always get like 4 or 5 on the damn double slap?
And no matter how many times you click it, you only get 2.
Yeah, I'll get like 2 or 3 if I'm lucky. Sometimes 5. Like once in a blue moon, when like the stars align and like I made the fucking pentagram on the dirt next to my Pokemon. And I've like prayed to the west 5 times or whatever the fuck. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Like I have to like pray to my Ash Ketchum like painting 8 times to get it to work right. I should have been using this from the start. Stab moves. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that felt good. Slap me, you say? Get the fuck out, I say. Yay, a great ball. Gotta love how this game basically just hands you Pokeballs. I don't think, other than the very beginning of the game, and I shouldn't have probably bought any at the beginning of the game now that I like actually am looking at this. Because I feel like there's no reason to. The game has handed me like 20 Pokeballs. This is a much better grinding area than the place I was in.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, this is just better for all my Pokemon. Alright, there we go. Get some real experience. The other problem with grinding in this game, I think another reason, because you don't get a lot of terribly durable Pokemon early on. Like,
Yeah.
you got some Pokemon that have a high-ish defense, but high defense and low HP in the early game still means you're not very durable. HP is what you're doing most of your damage soaking with in the early game. I'm gonna switch Pokemon. I think I'm gonna bring Nell in. I think Nell can take some of them double slaps and deal back some damage. Maybe I'll lock it with Sand Tomb. Ha! Ha! Encore me, you piece of crap. Oh, that's right. I taught this guy dig. Can you dig it, sucker? The WWE. It's
Good
something
time.
that I enjoy from, like, the peripheral, sort of. It's a more of a passing dalliance. Oh, Swift. So he does know something other than double slap. Holy shit!
Nope, nope, nope.
Get KO'd, you piece of shit.
What moves does your Yamask know?
That's a good question. Let's find out.
Because if it's anything non-dart or non-ghost,
Then I can't fight Chinchinos with it. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That's good. So this might basically but I can still fight the poison with it.
That's true, yeah.
So, and I can always switch grind it. It's not like, and everything else will get grind. They'll have a faster grind. I'm actually gonna go to the Pokemon Center because I'm close enough to one I can just go there.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll fight that guy at the food truck. Because you fight those guys, I think. The guy's just like, yeah, here's my food truck set out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Gives you some nice treats for beating them.
The WWE is very meme-worthy. You know, as we all know from... Watch out, watch out! He's slithering around. Actually, speaking of WWE and memes, I really, really wish that I could do... that I could record 3DS games. Because I'd totally do Sun and Moon. And I would... So if I did, I would totally hope I'd get Incineroar. Yeah, Incineroar, because the memes, because the wrestling memes from Incineroar. A lot of people are angry that they're like, oh, it didn't stay on 4 legs and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, this is so much better. I'm so glad they made it like the heel wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. That and it's,
yeah, I think they did a good job with them.
Yeah, they did a good job with all the starters. Oh, why did I pick Dark? I should have done Psychic type. I'm silly. But just like, you know, from the does everything on these routes know double slap? Like, but like his Z move, Malicious Moonsault, is the best.
Yeah.
I just love the character motion when you point twice in the air. Like you're cheering for him, and I'm just imagining like the battle announcer, like if you did it at like the Elite Four, and just the announcer going like, "From the top rope, it's a malicious moonsault! By God, it's a signature move!" You know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I really, really think that the Pokemon like announcers for like league battles and stuff in game, because it doesn't like show any of them, you know, in game. You never hear any commentary, but I always just imagine that they're, yeah, we're getting rid of Psybeam. Although Psybeam, surprisingly good, just because it's, you know, 65 power ain't bad, and it's got 20 PP and 100 accuracy. Like that's actually really good. For like a move that you get right off the bat. Now let's see what you got. They help you bake? So you're hotboxing in the back of that food truck. I get you.
Oh yeah.
420 blaze it.
I don't know if I want any of those treats.
So I guess he's using all fire types then, eh? In which case, we have just the remedy for this shit. Oh, it's a pity that it's a dark type. Dig. Dig. Yes! Crush him! So hopefully I can get this bad boy up to Crocodile so that I can have the Canton mascot, you know, running with the team. Oh no. Oh no.
Maybe he's a sneaky bandit. I would love to have Crocodile.
Crocodile. Crocodile. Water type. We'll put Rengiku in on the... I would put the others, but I think they're a little under-leveled still to handle a water type. Because, yeah. I forgot he knows Dig as well. Dig is pretty decent. I'll just use Brick Break. Get broken! Yeah. Grass type. Ah, I think I know what to do. I don't know if he actually knows any poison moves other than Toxic Spikes, but we're about to find out.
I think you know Sludge and Acid Spray.
Oh yeah, Sludge and Acid Spray. Right. We'll use Sludge. What? No! Why?
Maybe not.
There we go. Wow, he's faster than Pansage? Pansage must be pretty fucking slow.
Might have been a speed tie.
Maybe.
Because he moved first on that.
Oh yeah, it's a speed tie. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Get that tasty experience from that tasty battle. Sure.
At least you didn't say Baker.
Trust me, I was about to say it, and I'm like, wait, no, we won't go there.
It was like a long enough pause that we knew what you were thinking.
Yeah. It was a long enough pause to know that I was considering what I was considering saying. I was like, I wanted to say battle, but my head immediately went to Baker, and I stopped myself before saying it. But then I had to think, like, what did I actually want to say? So here we are. Yeah. Going back to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack discussion, the other thing is, here's the deal with using copyrighted music in movies. Or using, I guess, non-original soundtracks in movies. You have to do it right. There's a right way and a wrong way to go about it. And I think, honestly, two movies that came out at around the same time that really showcase it, and they're both superhero movies. The right way to do it and the wrong way to do it, a case study, is Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And Suicide Squad is really just a case study of seeing Guardians of the Galaxy, thinking we're going to do that, basically, and then taking all of the wrong lessons for why Guardians of the Galaxy is good. I think they really took all the wrong lessons from that. I think Psyshock will do enough damage.
Yeah, I think Suicide Squad tried too hard to be a Marvel movie, but...
Well, and I'll admit, yeah, I think going for a lighter tone wasn't a bad idea, considering how shitty the darker toned movies were. But see, the Marvel movies kind of always have that, like, subtle, like, comedy aspect. They have that, like, kind of quippy, like, snarky aspect to almost all of them have it, right?
Yeah.
Where I think Wonder Woman, from what I've been able to see of it, because I haven't been able to see it yet. I gotta get it on Blu-ray, like...
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
But from what I've been able to tell from, like, the trailers and the reviews, there isn't as much, like, quippiness in it, right? But that they don't need it. But it still has a lighter, kind of a lighter tone. It's not as dark, and it's just a well-made movie. It's a good movie. It's not great, people are saying it's great, but that's because they're comparing it to like Dawn of Justice and Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And like anything compared to like any superhero movie that is like Marvel or Wonder Woman, pretty much it makes any of those look great. It makes Iron Man 2 look great. It makes the Thor movies look great, and the Thor movies so far have been the weakest in the Marvel movie like franchises, I guess.
Yeah.
Although hopefully Ragnarok will change that. Ragnarok looks like a good time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
Because it looks like kind of like a buddy movie between the Hulk and Thor, which is not. I don't think that's how the Ragnarok storyline went in the comics, but I'll fully admit I haven't read the Ragnarok storyline in comics because Thor kind of doesn't really interest me.
Mm.
I wonder if does Audino show up on this route? I think on any route with grass, right?
I can check.
You do that, and I'll kick the shit out of this Trubbish. Because actually,
it should because it's like the shaking spots.
Yeah, and I realized something in Black and White 2 that sometimes it's quicker just to find a route, and instead of running in the grass, is just to run outside of the grass back and forth until you see the rustling, and then you go fight.
Yeah, they're in shaking, bubbling spots. There's also double battle grass.
I don't want to go into the double battle grass. That just seems like a bad time.
And yeah, because they're all like 3 to 5 levels higher. I
think I gotta find a better spot to do. Oh, there's so many trainers here. Oh, there's the shaking. Can I get to the shaking? No. I can try. Nope. But what I can do is go into one of those small patches that's open and pace back and forth. I'm actually going to switch Pokemon here because I don't want to get double slapped to death again. Instead, where's your double slap now? Oh, that's right. I can't do any damaging moves with this. I did not think this through. Alright, but that's okay. I'll wait until it uses... I'll use Disable, and I'll keep using it. Yeah! Yes! Disable the double slap! The combo! Combo breaker! And we'll switch back to Byakuga to conserve experience. Byakuya. Kuchiki. And Feint Attack. Don't lower my attack, you mook. Oh, this isn't going well. I guess I will have to use Psyshock. No! I'm locked in. Mike, I'm locked in. Oh god. The Swift. Oh, it didn't do a lot of damage. Did you disconnect, Mike? No. Maybe you did. Yeah, you disconnected from Skype.
Yeah, I lost internet for a second.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm only gonna be grinding for like another 7 minutes, so you can watch the stream and have like a small delay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm grinding. You're not missing much.
Yeah.
Going back to the copyrighted music discussion, though. Okay, I'll tell you why Suicide Squad did it wrong and how. Oh, I guess the disable wore off. And oh, this is bad. Okay. And why I say that Guardians of the Galaxy did it right. When you're doing copyrighted music, if you're not using it, you either have to use it when you're incorporating it into the story. I'm putting this guy in here so I can heal up Byakuya without him having to tank a Swift. Because, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Fuck. Lost my train of thought. But if you're, because that's what part of what made the soundtrack for Guardians of the Galaxy work is like it shaped Peter Quill, because that was like the only thing he had of his life as on Earth was that tape for the longest time.
They like wove it back into the story.
They wove it into the story, and they did the same thing in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And they used the music not only to accentuate the exciting, the action parts, and like the emotional moments of the movie, but they use it to accentuate those parts, but they also use it to accentuate Peter Quill's character. They use it to amplify him as a character. And it works so well. And like Chris Pratt like does such a superb job of acting with like, because the way that he acts in a way like that you would think someone who is shaped by that soundtrack would act.
Yeah. Sort
of. He's got that kind of like funky groove, like the dance at the beginning in the opening credits, when he's just dancing around. Like that's that it makes sense. It just feels right, Where in Suicide Squad,
it's not forced.
In Suicide Squad, they don't tie it into the story. They just suddenly have a song playing. But that's also because the way Suicide Squad is edited. The way Suicide Squad is edited is like a series of movie trailers stitched together tangentially by some vague plot. It's literally every scene in that movie is just like a trailer. That's what it is. Like you could take that scene and basically be, okay, here's a movie trailer. Yeah. And that's partially because every single scene in that movie contained at least one clip that was in one of the trailers. I'm pretty sure. If not all of them, 90% of them.
Yeah, it's enough to say that.
They were like, see? This was in the trailer. Look how cool this is. Look at this awesome music we got in the background that we had written specifically for this. Look at our 21 Pilots theme song, and look at our crappy Bohemian Rhapsody cover by Panic at the Disco. That's an actual thing that is in that movie, and it disgusts me to this day. If you're gonna have Bohemian Rhapsody, put the Queen version of it in there. You can pony up the cash for it.
I mean, Panic at the Disco is not that bad.
No, Panic at the Disco is fine. I like I have Panic at the Disco songs that I really like.
Just not that one.
Just not Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
But I think Bohemian Rhapsody is one of those songs that you have to cover it perfectly if you're gonna cover it at all. And I've only seen 2 or 3 musical groups cover it perfectly.
Yeah.
One of them was an a cappella group, a really good college a cappella group that was just top tier. And the other one was an operatic style singer. So it makes sense that they would be able to do it.
It fits the style of
right. They can do the feel of the song right. Yeah. Just doing Bohemian Rhapsody, you can't. It's a tough song for people to cover. Because it's such a seminal classic that you can't really step to it, I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah. It's hard to do it justice.
Right, exactly. And that makes fans angry, and there's a lot of Queen fans. That Swift does a ton of damage. Holy shit. I'm gonna tank. Uh-oh, this Swift might kill me here. Nope. Okay. We're gonna... Even though I just switched to... No, I didn't. Maybe I did. I'm gonna switch to Kuratsuchi. Get out here, my boy. It's time for you to drop some poison. Let's see how bad this hurts. Well, still pretty bad. Still not great, but I think we can. I think we can do it. No, you fucker! All right, you know what? Fuck this shit. All bets are off. We're bringing in the artillery here. You want to play with the big boys? You want to rumble me? Fine. Let's do this. Get broken. I'm using Brick Break. And KO. Alright, and I think we're going to run back to the Pokemon Center, and then I think that's going to conclude the Pokemon portion of today's programming. Mike, thanks for co-hosting for the Pokemon segment.
Anytime.
Yep, and maybe when I do those League update videos, maybe I'll have you co-host on those if you're available at the time.
Sure, that'd be fun.
Yep. And because you can probably help me pick out like highlights of the matches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna temporarily bring the stream down so I can switch everything over to Rainbow Six Siege mode and get a cup of coffee because I dearly need one. And then we will pick things back up. So stick around. I won't be gone long.